Alright guys, Splits here, and we are going to go over the top 5 worst products ever sold by PlayStation. So let's not waste any time, let's get right into it, and hopefully you guys can agree with this list. Alright, so coming in at number 5, we got Tony Hawk Ride.
I'm so excited to get the chance to introduce you to our new game, Tony Hawk Ride, and to unveil the final board design of the revolutionary skateboard controller to you. Here it is, right here.
So if you guys don't know what this game is, it's basically a PS3 game, and it got released on November 17th, 2009. So you probably guys are wondering, what made this game so stupid? What made it like the worst thing? Well, if you guys don't know, this game needed an actual skateboard in order to play. So it actually came with this little skateboard. It had buttons on the side, and it had to be one of the worst things ever. Like, I have no idea, like, this thing didn't even do well. This was probably one of the worst Tony Hawk games ever made, or it might come close to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. That shit was like, fuck. At least it didn't have this stupid skateboard where you had to do stupid, like, unrealistic movements in order to do a kickflip or an ollie or whatever you had to do on the damn skateboard. Like, holy shit, this was really bad. It did not sell well, and it was a big bust for Tony Hawk and the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series, and it had to be one of the worst PS3 accessories of all time. It was just that bad.
Finally, there's a game that you can play at home where you actually stand on a board, and it really brings the experience of skateboarding to a whole new level.
Alright guys, so coming in at number 4 is the PlayStation VR. What makes this a huge fail, in my opinion, like, the design on how it looks like, it doesn't look appealing to me, and probably the number one reason why I'll never get this is because of the damn price. That shit is freaking $500, and that's more that costs more than the actual PS4 itself. Like, I don't think this thing will ever do well. I think PlayStation needs to just, like, I don't know. I don't know why. I think VR is a good idea, but I don't think VR should come up as of now. Like, I think they should maybe put PSVR to, like, until the PS5, because I think PSVR is too soon to, like, actually be a thing. That's just my opinion. Other than that, how the PSVR looks like is just ugly as hell. Like, maybe they need to add more colors. Maybe that'll make it more attractive instead of that black. Maybe add, like, red, blue. I have no idea. I don't think the color really isn't gonna do anything, but yeah, they need to completely redesign that thing. It looks like you're a damn like a damn alien wearing that thing. But yeah, the PSVR, I think that's one of the worst products PlayStation has ever sold. One of the things that they ever sold. So let's move on to number 3, which is kind of like the PSVR but not really, and that is PlayStation Move. So if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically, it came with a bundle. It had that stupid ugly design of that motion controller with the freaking ball like, why did they put that ball there? Like, that made it so stupid. Even though it lit up, I don't think that ball even did anything, to be honest. It was just for decoration. It also with the PlayStation Eye, like, that camera was potato. I don't get why that even existed. And I remember there was this one thing where, like, there was like a PlayStation Move, but it had like a gun. Like, it was a gun thing, like the games like that should be in an arcade room, like an arcade game, not a damn PlayStation. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't think any PlayStation owner even used this thing. I don't even think there was any great games for it, to be honest. I don't know what the PlayStation Eye was even used for. Like, and this is when the Wii was really popular, so they try to copy, but the Wii did it 10 times better, man. Like, they had so many, the Wii had like better games. Like, they just, PS Move was just a huge fail. So let's move on to number 3, the original PS3. So you guys are probably wondering, what the heck, Splits? How could you put PS3 as one of the worst PlayStation products ever? Like, that thing was amazing. Well, this certain PS3 was a huge bust. So when the PS3 launched, there was this one PS3 that had 60 gigabytes, and at the time that was a lot, guys. That was so many gigabytes. And also, when bigger the gigabytes, the more pricey it is. So at launch, this PS3 cost $600. And keep in mind, when the PS4 first came out, and that had 1 terabyte, or not 1 terabyte, 500 gigabytes, that cost $400. So keep in mind, 60 gigabytes PlayStation 3, $600. Not a lot of people bought it, of course, because they couldn't afford it. But it could also play PS1 games and PS2 games, so it had backwards compatibility. So yeah, it was just an expensive PS3 at the time. So I think nowadays you can buy that for like $300 brand new. So yeah, that's still expensive. The PS4 right now is like $300, and you're gonna get a 60 gigabyte PS3 for that same price. So yeah, guys, that's a huge bust for the original PS3. So yeah, before I move on to the number 1 worst PlayStation product, I'm gonna do some honorable mentions. So let's do it. Alright guys, so the number 1 worst product ever sold by PlayStation, you probably can just guess it, and unfortunately it's the PS Vita.
Temple of Serpents.
Don't get me wrong, guys. When this thing came out for the first time, everybody was so hyped. Like, they liked the PS. If you guys look at the PSP, I love the PSP. And then they released the new PS Vita, and this thing was big back in the day. And don't get me wrong, it did good. I feel like it did good at launch. A lot of people bought it. And yeah, but you're probably wondering, like, oh wait, if it did well, then why is it the number 1? Well, it's because PlayStation themselves did not care about it through the years. Like, they just didn't give a shit about it. Like, they just abandoned it. And the worst things about it was the game library. It was just terrible. Like, I don't think that, like, I don't think there was any good PS Vita games. Like, I have no idea why. Like, if they don't give a shit about the PS Vita, why should their customers? Like, this thing was just terrible. The game library, and also you had to buy a memory card, and those memory cards were expensive as hell. I think a 64 gigabyte was like $100 just for the PS Vita. Like, it was just a huge fail. The PS Vita, unfortunately, I mean, you can still buy PS Vitas brand new for like $200, and it's been $200 for a long time. I don't get why the price hasn't changed. Like, that shit should go for like $5, and I'll take it. But yeah, guys, the PS Vita, unfortunately, is one of the biggest fails PlayStation has ever made. Like, I have no idea. I don't think anybody watching this video has a PS Vita. If you do, then you should burn it in hell. No, I'm just kidding. Cherish it forever, because I think the only cool feature about the PS Vita has to be the remote play. Other than that, it's garbage. I feel like the home menu of it is ugly as hell. It should have been like the PSP or something like that. It didn't have that PlayStation vibe to it. But yeah, guys, that's my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you agree with this list. Subscribe for more videos like this. Give it a like if you liked it. And yeah, guys, this has been the worst products PlayStation has ever sold of all time. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching.